Day one on the AT. Let's call yesterday a prelude, shall we? I only made it like barely a mile, so not much to talk about, frankly. However, today is August 11th, so let's call today day one. And par for the course for me, it's raining. Good grief. But this was a really nice tent site. There's this roadbed, this old decommissioned logging road. A little less than a mile from the trailhead. Very quiet. A little critter did come. I heard it like approaching the tent in the middle of the night, but I hissed at it and it, oh my God, I never heard something run so fast. I have no idea what it was. It wasn't very big though. It was like a smaller thing, maybe like a trash pounder or something. But other than that, I slept pretty okay. I didn't eat much of anything last night. That's unfortunate because I really would like to get this food bag down to a more manageable size. I have to carry my stove and my pot and my gas can all on the outside of the pack, which just kind of makes everything else really kind of difficult to fit in. I'm used to everything being smaller. But hey, it'll get done soon enough. Hopefully I'll be hungry soon. I can't wait for hiker hunger to kick in. Otherwise, it's a little bit... I got up at 5 this morning when the light started to come out here in Maine and the rain started falling from the sky. I haven't used this tent. This is the Nemo Hornet one person. I used this tent on the AT last in 2018. Ooh, there's a little harvestman spider up on my... on the top of my tent. Oh, he's probably going to be sad when I take this tent down. Hopefully I don't squish him. But I see a couple of spots in the fly where there's definitely holes, like small holes that will need to be patched at some point because I don't expect the weather to be, you know, entirely good this entire trail. As you can see here, here's one of the, this is from last time. That was a Trail Days user error issue with this tent. But other than that, I actually really like this tent. I like it better than the ultralight one. It's a little bit more durable, a little bit more solid. I haven't had any problems with like the netting on the body tearing out like I did on the ultra one, and the poles haven't split on this one either, although I did replace all the shock cord in the poles just prior to coming out for this because they were entirely like shot. They were totally stretched out. So I replaced the shock cord. Unfortunately, I didn't get it quite tight enough, so getting the poles together takes a little bit more time. Oh well, it was my first time. It was my first time replacing them all anyway. I've replaced one pole before, but yeah, replacing all the shock cord. My first time, I don't think I did too bad. I think I did okay. I mean, the tent's up, still in it, reasonably dry as you can be in moist-ass Maine. Anyway, I got my coffee. Yay. And usually before I would do like Anthony's, I think, has a brand of heavy powdered cream, which I actually recommend. You can typically find it on Amazon. That's where I found it. But for this start, I brought out some of Laird's Superfood Creamer. It's coconut oil based and it's got MCT in it. I really tried to bring out some like additives and stuff to put in food mainly that has a lot of nutritional value in it because I'm already a little bit nutritionally deficient because I haven't had an appetite for the last several weeks. So trying to get in as many of those as possible. I brought out a bunch of vitamins too. So I guess I'll just sit here and enjoy my coffee for a while and see if this rain chills out. I did see yesterday that there was a chance of thunderstorms this morning, like a 34% chance. So since it's been raining now for over an hour, I'm going to assume that in Maine, when it says that there's a 30% chance of thunderstorms, you're going to get rained on. Anyway, I hang out here for a bit, see what happens. I'm in no rush. I don't really need to go very far today. I have tons and tons of food. I have no real schedule. And I'm going to try and do the opposite of what I typically do, which is, you know, start running right at the gate and hurting myself almost immediately. I'm going to try and take it slow like I did last time on this trail and just kind of wander my way up to Big K. See how it goes. Okay, well, it's 6:40 and a quick review of weather Skycam. reveals that it's not going to stop anytime soon. So it's not raining that hard. It sounds worse than it actually is until the trees get loaded and then pee all over you in big drops. So, guess it's time to pack it up. Oh, I'm pretty much already packed up. Just got to bust down this tent and get to walking. All right, well, it's about 8:15. I'm at the Lehman Brook Lean-To, a little over 2 miles from where I started. I haven't seen anyone yet. I thought for sure somebody had been out. I didn't think I was first on trail, but then as evidenced by the numerous spider webs I have taken to the face and arms and legs and everywhere, apparently I am. So I'm gonna kick back here, have a second coffee, eat some of this food, because oh my God, it's still good and wet out here. That's probably why I haven't seen anybody yet. Oh well, but man, I'm a little bit tired already of taking spiders to the face. It's slippery out here. I'm glad I wore these Sauconys. I brought the Saucony peregrines out for this part of the trail just because they have a really aggressive tread, and I'm glad I did. Those Hokas I love, I'd have already fallen several times by now. So it's beautiful out here. This forest smells great. It's nice and warm even though it's raining, so I don't have any rain gear on. It's actually kind of refreshing. So, second coffee. Yay! All right, well, it's a little bit after 9. I've sat here for a while. I was kind of hoping that somebody would come by and take over the silk blazing for me. I heard some people down by the water, but I guess they just walked right by because they never did come in here. I didn't see them though, except for on the other side of the water. Oh, well, hopefully they continued forward and can do the silk blazing for me. Check this out. Not only are people vandalizing the shelters, I mean, southbounders bragging about having made it through the 100-mile wilderness, but this guy is even worse. Not only are you vandalizing the shelter, but you're smack talking while you're doing it. Lame. And this is probably my favorite though. Logbooks. Logbooks decrease vandalism, which is actually probably true. However, you probably didn't need to vandalize the shelter to state the obvious. At any rate, it's still raining. Let's go. Damn it. Ooh. So misty. Very mysterious. I just got off trail a little bit. There was a trail. I thought this one went to the water, which it does. But there's another trail just on the other side of this little lump. The blazes are a little faded out here. Whew. Nice. I'm so stoked those people went by and are cutting down the spider webs. That's actually how I knew I was off trail. So I ate another spider. Love not being first on trail. This is pretty. This is North Pond. And you can hear North Pond Brook. Apparently this is a dodgy crossing sometimes with a beaver dam here. It wasn't too bad, but it's definitely slippery out here. I'm glad I'm wearing leggings. Nice morning so far. Just slow. I'm actually really glad for the weather being like this and it being a little tricky, because otherwise I'd be trying to run right now. It's a horrible idea. That's how I always get hurt and lost. Wow, this is nice. This is Little Wilson Falls. The trail goes down to the side of it, so I'll hopefully get to see the entire thing. I think it's like a 60-foot fall. Very cool. It's a little slippery out here. Don't get too crazy, but wow. That's pretty spectacular. Nice. I'm gonna sit here and have a little minute. All right, well, it's just about noon. This is a really popular spot. Everybody comes here and goes out on that super slippery rock ledge at the edge of the falls. which are 60 feet, did I mention, to take their pictures. I've just been sitting over here, like, maybe, like, not even 100 feet away. And, like, only 2 of them saw me. That's so funny. But here, you have to kind of keep your eye on the ground, watch your step. So it's actually really great. Like, I've only done 5.6 miles so far today, which is awesome, frankly. I mean, I'm kind of glad that it's wet and slick and slow going out here, because it's making me go slow, which is not my usual MO when I start a trail. So thanks, nature. At any rate, I am refreshed. I ate a little food. I could actually fit the goldfish in the food bag now, so that's cool. And still didn't drop that much weight, though. I don't have that much of an appetite still. Hopefully, though, by the end of the day, I'll feel like mowing down on some of this food bag, because that food baby is huge. Can't wait to get it delivered. All right, I'm on the Wilson Cliffs. Whew. At least this isn't as slippery. That's nice. There's probably good views. I'll never know. But, hey, moose poop. So I got something going for me. Wonder how much traction it would give me. It's smeared on the bottom of my shoes. Actually, the tread on these is really grippy. I am extremely, extremely glad for that today. Wow, this is beautiful. This is Big Wilson Stream. By most state standards, this would be a river. Holy moly. It's beautiful, though. There's actually a nice cool breeze here, which is delightful because it is hot out today. Hot and 1,000% humidity. And slippery. It's like 2 o'clock. I've only gone like 8.3, almost 8.4 miles. But hey, I don't care. I'm in no rush. I'm not trying to hurt myself. And it is definitely a little sketchy out here. Also, I commandeered myself a janky bench. So I think I'm going to sit here for a minute, get some water. Good, how are you? So I've been here at Big Wilson Stream. It's a river. How is this not a river? Maine is incredibly humble, maybe to a fault. It's sort of misleading with their labels. At any rate, I've been here for like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, maybe. I don't know. 3 northbounders came by. Probably caught a little bit of conversation with the first one that blew through. It's so weird seeing all these northbounders and they're like all rushed and like they got this like haunted kind of like frenzied look in their eyes, and they're just like all goal oriented. Their trip is almost over. This is my first day, so I'm like, I am in no rush. There'll be plenty of time for that later, but in the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy me some Maine. Okay, I did not expect to see a train track in the middle of the 100-mile wilderness. I wonder if this was the track, the train going on it that I heard earlier, where I tried to get phone service because it sounded like it was coming up out of the canyon. And I did get service. I don't know, that was a while ago though. It's probably not. Neat. Whew, there we go. All right, well, I style I'll stop in at the Wilson lean-to. There were a couple of gentlemen there doing a section hike. And a Nobo named Tortilla, who unfortunately at that last big water crossing took a log to the face. Hope he's all right. Anyway, like holy shit, has climbed up to this. Who's been busy, little beavers? These little bastards. I mean, look at that one right there. That's crazy. The tree's dead, obviously. Poor tree. It looks angry too. It's got an angry face up in there. But damn. Yeah, I wouldn't drink that water. Holy crap. Nuts. Alright, well, I just ran into a southbounder named Blue. Seemed real nice. Also does not like to stay in towns. Hooray. Well, you know, sometimes I do, but there's no need to stay in a town right before you're gonna start a trail, if you're able to stage up and get out okay, why wouldn't you just camp in the free woods? At any rate, he said that there's some trail magic a couple miles up trail. Like, what? Holy smokes. I hadn't even thought about getting trail magic on this trip. I'm doing it so weird and late and in the wrong direction. But I'm going in the correct direction now. And this is an incredibly busy trail up here. Lots and lots of people. So, hopefully I'll make it there in time. He said they had beer. Well, okay. I guess there's trail magic. Wow, fancy trail magic. What? I'll probably make it. Yay. First, though, before you show up, probably a good idea to take a pee. Because, man, this trail's so busy. It's been kind of tough doing that. And I'm glad it's a little bit down the road. Because I am beat, man. I grab some water and come back up in here and camp. There's some nice flat spots in here. Here, I went down to check out the trail magic. It was pretty awesome. Dude named Birdman down there doing trail magic for hikers in honor of a good friend of his who used to do trail magic with his dad at this cabin, who has since passed away. That would be the Yogi Bear. And then he said also, like, another friend of his named Lopez, he used to enjoy coming here for it too. So he and his dog, his excessively friendly dog, were so gracious and kind. I totally was not going to eat anything there because, dude, I got 6 days of food on me right now. I haven't really been eating much of anything, but I still ate a hot dog and I ate a corn on the cob. Put extra salt on it because I'm definitely feeling a little, I've been sweating like crazy all day today. This rain has not been refreshing, which it has also done all day. It's probably a good thing, because if I had stopped and taken video of everything I thought to take video of today, I'd definitely run out of battery before I get out of this wilderness. So, you know, lemons to lemonade, I guess. The corn on the cob was good. Oh, and there's a PBR. What? I got the last beer. Magic. Oh, holy shit, y'all. That's a wrap for today. Oh my God, it's like 7:30. It definitely is a little darker earlier tonight, mainly because it has been raining all day long. Wow. Wet, hot, humid, fucking impactful. I made it to where I wanted to be on my first full day. Of course, I did get a little 0.9 head start, so good thing for that, because I don't think I had much more in me. Of course, I also wasn't expecting a stop for trail magic and whatnot. Oh, yeah. Like my little patch job. Oh, which reminds me, I put those shock cords, I replaced the shock cords on this tent the other day, and they seemed all right when I tight enough when I replaced them, but no, they are entirely way too much slack. So now tomorrow Super Classy has a project, and that is to shorten those up a bit, because I seriously wrestled with these tent poles for 10 minutes trying to get them to stick together. Not cool. At least it's not raining now. Just sounds like it is. Oh my God. At any rate, I guess maybe one good thing about eating Birdman's trail magic, which I had not planned to do today, is that it buys me a little more time in terms of food to get out of this wilderness if I need it. However, I am a little bit worried about phone charge, so I'm gonna have to be prodigious during this wilderness with the filming. I'll probably have to chill out a little bit. Today was all right. It was raining most of the day, so like there was just no views. There was no, I had it in a plastic bag all day. My plastic bag all day long. It was a real hassle to get in and out of the bag, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. Probably a good thing, because today's only day 1 of what might now be 7 days to get to Able Bridge. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. Tomorrow's another big mountain day. Yeah, I looked at the elevation, like at the overall grade for this leg. It was like over 500 feet per mile. So I knew it was going to be slow going. I just didn't realize it was going to be slippery. There were going to be rocks everywhere, trip hazards. it is a damn mess out there. So, yeah, I guess it's a good thing that I planned, you know, wasn't planning to try and do too many miles out at this first go. So the first 2 days I had planned to be around 14 and a half days, 14 and a half mile days. And then after that, keep picking it up a little bit because it does flatten out a bit before Baxter State Park. At any rate, oh my God, I'm gonna take off all this wet, nasty shit I'm wearing. I smell horrible. Oh my God, I smell like that dog was way too interested in me. That doesn't bode well, does it? I'm gonna take all this wet stuff off. I got a little chafe under one arm. That ain't cool. It's probably because this dress has sleeves. I typically don't like dress with sleeves because you don't get that sort of thing usually. But hey, first day in the books. I'm still stoked as shit to be out here. Hey, let's see what happens tomorrow. Good night.